Hey guys. Hey, quick video in the car because I'm by the beach and it's really windy and it was really affecting the mic. And I'm actually frying. I should turn the aircon on, but that's another noise, okay? So, just a quick video about the worst thing you can do for yourself, for your relationships, and for the world. And I must say, I heard this from Elizabeth Gilbert, the most incredible author and speaker and phenomenal person. Uh, and um, and I want to share this with you because when I heard her talk about it, it really ignited something in me. So just a bit of context. I was called to this Airbnb that I'm staying at, so I was looking through Airbnb, and then my intuition said this one. I was like, right, not quite the deal I want. So I kept looking, but I just kept coming back to this one, right? And so I negotiated the price that I wanted because I'm getting really good at that, which is exciting. And I'm staying at this Airbnb, and there's four of us in the house. So Nick owns it, and then two other gentlemen and myself. And one of the guys there, his name's Steve, and he's here for a sailing competition. And I said to him, so what are the chances of you winning it? And he said, well, I'm an old man now, so probably not because it's Olympic grade. And I started laughing. And so, because he's 67, so I suppose old, and he's older. But it turns out that Steve has sailed all his life competitively, has been right around the world competing, has won quite a few things, and I was really enjoying his stories about those experiences. And then after that, we started talking about spirituality and yoga, which is always my favorite topic. And then we moved on to relationships. Now, I really relish talking to a man about relationships because in the Western world, we make such assumptions about genders, right? We make oh, men are like this and women are like this. But very rarely do we take the time to sit down and actually communicate with each other, right? And actually share our experiences. And Steve had been divorced and married 3 times. And I was like, right, tell me about that. And he did, and he shared his viewpoints, and I really relish that opportunity to learn and to grow and to change, to hear him and to challenge my own belief systems around stuff. And I said to him, at the end of the day, Steve, the best relationships is when there's two people in a relationship that are whole. That are whole people. They come from a place of wholeness, right? And I said, we don't always come from a place of wholeness and a place of worthiness, but that's where a good partnership is awesome because you support each other through that process. But the ultimate goal for you personally is to always come from a place of wholeness. And Elizabeth Gilbert did say the worst thing you can do is not to look after yourself, because when you don't look after yourself, you become manipulative, you become aggressive, you become needy, and because you want other people to fill a void that's inside you. So this is really something I want to flag with you guys, right? Is really, if you are starting to expect people to behave a certain way, do certain things, and you get upset when they don't, check in. That's whether it's friends or partners, check in, because you are asking someone to give you something that you feel you lack. And by not looking after yourself, by not giving yourself the time, the space, the resources to really come from a whole place, you are really hurting yourself and others. And sometimes we think we're doing other people a favor by we call it selfless, but it is probably the most selfish thing you can do, because you are not coming from a place of wholeness. And that is your gift to the world, because it's a hard thing to do, because not necessarily, but to come from a place of wholeness, come from a place of worthiness, you have to do the inner work. You have to notice your triggers. You have to notice when your behavior, your patterning. You have to sort of take a step back and go, wow, I feel really triggered by this person right now. What's that about? And really taking ownership of your own behavior. And that is really, whether that's in work situations, in any situation, if you feel triggered, that's on you. Triggered, that's on you, not on them. That is your trigger, no one else's trigger. And Steve agreed. Like, he was like, yep, I agree with that. And he's like, but there's like, it's multifaceted, there's socialization. And I said to him, it doesn't matter how you socialized. It doesn't matter what culture you come from. It doesn't matter what your upbringing was like. It doesn't, your past experience. None of that matters if you're conscious of your decisions and your choices. That is really a consciousness piece. That is a choice piece. Now, if you say, I had a bad relationship in the past, I'm never going to love again, that is a choice. Right? That is a choice. Okay? Someone hurt me, all men are assholes. If you want to go ahead and believe that, that is on you. Right? And that is never, you always have a choice, and that's where the work comes in. Right? So you can either choose to let that go, or you can choose to embrace that experience and see how you manifested that for yourself. But really, if you're blaming someone else for your feelings, you're giving your power away. That's it. Right? So practically, as I always come back to the practical spirituality stuff, is if you are currently in a relationship or a friendship or a work environment where you are feeling needy, or you're feeling your needs are not being met, really sit down and question that for yourself and ask yourself where you are not meeting your own needs. Right? Where are you not showing yourself enough love? Where are you not doing for yourself what you expect others to do? You have to do it for yourself too, because like attracts like. Like attracts like. Hands down. Hands down. Right? So you are attracting that in your life, and there's no fucking way that that's happening if you are not neglecting yourself, right? If you're feeling neglected, you're neglecting yourself. If you're feeling undervalued, you're undervaluing yourself. If you're feeling unworthy, and etc., that's how you're treating yourself. So treat yourself the way you want to be treated, and watch how everything externally changes. Everything externally changes. No one is responsible for your feelings. No one's responsible to make you feel good, make you feel loved, make you feel anything. That is on you, right? So take that responsibility seriously and really assess where you're at. And really, if you think you're being selfless by doing it for the kids, doing it for your partner, you are being selfish, right? And you're actually hurting yourself and others. So really start assessing that for yourself. And as you go into this new year, which is always a bit of a fast, right? Because it's another day. So as if you have aspirations to make changes in your relationships, my encouragement to you is to start here and start assessing any neediness. Again, come inside, find out what's going on, and give yourself what you want others to give you, and just watch the magic happen. All right, my beautifuls, I am melting in this car. So nice to chat to you guys again. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Big hugs and sloppy kisses. Ciao.